So just about, and we're underway. Para Hills take the ball from the start, push the ball out wide to Halliday. Halliday's got the ball. He goes back inside to his brother. The ball comes onto the middle of the park, gets pushed back. AJ's putting some pressure on. Para Hills East go back to their full back, again to the midfield. Storty has the ball. Back to the sweeper. They take it to the right-hand side of the field, the terrace side, that is. The ball moves up. Para Hills, I don't think Savoy's touched the ball yet. Para Hills have had control since the kick-off. There's the first touch. AJ touches it out of play, and it's a throw-in for Para Hills East.
Yeah, I think both teams just feeling each other out at the moment. Obviously, they've met in an encounter early in the year, which was a close game.
Yeah. I think that game, from memory, was 3-2? 3-2, yeah.
Para Hills East way.
Yeah, it was. So Savoy coming off a rather good win last week with being 2-0 down at half-time against Salisbury Inter, but going on to win the game 3-2. Just want to make people aware that this could be a slightly biased call towards Savoy because we're both committee members, so we'll make that known right from the start. And excuse us if we don't know all of the Para Hills East names, because we've got a list here, but it's just a bit difficult to pick them up every now and then. So back to the Para Hills keeper. It's been a bit of a timid start from both teams, just as Corey said, just feeling themselves out. Left-footed keeper's about to release the ball straight to the midfield. Out to the right wing, Tate Brooks on his man. Ball gets pushed forward. Ben Higginbottom covers and puts it out for a throw-in.
Yeah, there hasn't been any exceptional stuff as of yet.
AJ gets the ball, pushes up the wing to Jack Scoop, but he's overhit it and it's gone out for a throw-in to Para Hills East.
So it looks like the Joyers going the 4-5-1.
4-5-1 looks
Jack
like.
Scoop playing the sole striker.
Para Hills with the throw-in in front of the Savoy bench. Up to the wing to Halliday. Ball comes inside. Nice little touch off from Para Hills. They look to push wide again. Pushing out to number 3, who's Tilly. Again inside, he tries to get the ball back, but doesn't. Dom Keane intercepts. But that ball was intercepted as well. Dom Kane again. Marco with his first touch. Nice header, straight out of bounds. I was out there for the B grade game. It wasn't too bad, but it looks like it's picked up, that win.
Picked up, yeah.
Reece Gillette with the clearing ball. Not very well, though. He goes straight to a Para Hills East player, who is Halliday. Gee, they're in everything. Ball comes across. Dom Kane again with a clearance, but only clearing these lines. Para Hills seems to be in control of this first 5 minutes. Savoy haven't really strung a decent passage together, and they seem to be on the back foot, covering the Para Hills surge forward. Again, they go to the right wing for Para Hills. Play the ball and a nice layoff, shot on goal, but that's way over and into the Port Pirie Bowling Club.
Nathan Brook looks down the park. He kicks in. Daniel Spud up for a header. Loses out. Ben Higginbottom running through the midfield. Nice surging run. Gets a free kick on the halfway line, attacking side of the Savoy.
This will be the first time Savoy has actually got control of the ball going into their forward line. They play it short. Dom Kane has the ball. A bit of indecisiveness from Marco, but comes through and gets the ball back again.
A good hard challenge from Marco Caputo there.
Daniel Spadavecchia has the ball to throw in just under the commentary box, and now Ben Higginbottom with his trademark long throw straight to Jack Scoot. Doesn't get a touch on it. Para Hills East get a small clearing touch. Samuel Spadavecchia on the ball, beats his man, beats another one in the box, beats another one, but unfortunately it's gone too far and out over the byline for a goal kick to Para Hills East. But first bit of play where Savoy went forward, they actually look reasonably dangerous. So.
Yeah, really good piece of play there. Ben Higginbottom, known for his very long dangerous throw and a header from Scoot, and that Samuel Spud done very well there, actually.
He did. He beat two blokes. He just
used his body and ended up cutting inside, but sort of took that heavy touch of the last one and couldn't get there before the ball went over the byline.
Again, they look for Halliday inside. Bit of indecisiveness there. Jack Scoot puts the pressure on, and now he puts the pressure on the keeper, but the keeper has a nice clearing kick. And once again, Reece Gillette wins the header. Savoy don't seem to be reading these headers from Reece Gillette very well. Samuel Spadavecchia, great body work, just put himself in the right spot to get a free kick.
I don't think there's going to be any easy possession in the midfield. The Para Hills East team are very physical and strong on the ball, but Savoy guys are up to that challenge, but they're just going to have to adjust accordingly.
Marco Caputo has the ball on the right-hand side. That's a nice crossover too. Anthony D'Agostino was on the end of it, but the keeper got there just before he did and cleared his lines. Straight to the full-back. Para Hills take the ball to the midfield. Reece Gillette intercepts for Savoy. Ben Higginbottom, Anthony D'Agostino, another free kick. Ben Higginbottom been cleaned up again, so that's the referee has just advised the Para Hills player that if he does that again, I think he'd be going in the book.
Yeah,
I think that's the same player in the midfield.
I think that's his probably last warning, Thomas Humphries.
Reece Gillette sends the ball to the 18-yard line. Para Hills win the header. Anthony D'Agostino puts good pressure on. Tate Brook gets the ball, beats one man. Under pressure again, beats another one. The ball comes through. Unfortunately, no one was on the end of it for Savoy. But I think Savoy won a free kick here.
Yeah,
they have. Yep, they have. This is about the exact spot that AJ scored the winner last week against Salisbury United. He's gone for it again.
Yeah, not good
and
connection.
It wasn't too bad. It did sail over the bar, but not by too far. The keeper was Samuel Spadavecchia, pushes his man out, and that's a free kick. He's in a battle in the midfield with Humphries, who I think is their captain.
Yeah, he looks like a bit of a hard nut, old Humphries, doesn't he?
He does.
You probably know he's going to play a game against him.
Yeah. Para Hills have the ball in midfield. Samuel Spadavecchia wins it back, but unfortunately Para Hills were there to clean up the scraps. They've got the ball now on the right-hand side. Look inside. Nice touch from number 5 for Para Hills. Goes past Tate Brook. Looks to cross the ball. Gets a nice ball across. It's a bit deep, but there's a Para Hills player there with Daniel Spadavecchia covering him. Ball goes inside to Humphries. Humphries get a touch on it. And now he's got the ball. Pushes it over. Again, they go to that right side, and again, they come back to the middle. A chip over. Marco Caputo gets a header on it to Daniel Spud. Back to Marco. He misses everything. But lucky for him, he kicked the ball into the Para Hills player, and it's a throw-in for Savoy. He looks to go long to Jack Scoot. Doesn't quite get there. Daniel Spadavecchia touches it, but goes straight to Para Hills. And again, they look to set up from the back. Brigden is there, centre back. He gets the ball out to the right back, who I'm not sure is number 6. Number 12 is Halliday. He's playing on the right there. He looks to get the ball inside to Allen, but the ball gets played out for a throw-in to Para Hills. Para Hills have the ball on the right-hand side. Reece Gillette covers, pushes the Para Hills player back, which forces them to try and cross the ball, but Ben Higginbottom is there. AJ backheels the ball into the defender, and it's a throw-in for Savoy on the terrace side of the ground as we're looking at it.
So 12 minutes gone, John, and yes, the game's starting to open up a little bit. I think Savoy got to try and get Jack Scoot involved into the game somehow, even some sort of balls to his feet up forward, a bit of movement off him, but they're struggling to get the ball under control at the moment.
They are.
Yeah.
Gives the ball out to the full-back in Tilly. Tilly looks to go right. Marco Caputo trying to cover that. The player lets the ball run. Para Hills cross the ball into, but Dom Kane clearing header goes straight to one of their players though, unfortunately. Daniel Spud gets a touch. Samuel Spud gets another touch, and under pressure puts the ball out for a throw into Para Hills East. Para Hills just played the ball inside, but Anthony D'Agostino has cut it off. He finds Jack Scoot, back to D'Agostino. One touch to AJ. He's in the box, left foot shot. Gets blocked by Brigden, and that'll be a corner for Savoy.
Yeah.
AJ with the corner. Puts it right on the penalty spot. Scoots there with the header. Gets the header on it. But unfortunately couldn't generate any power, and it's just dropped straight to the keeper's arms.
Yeah, corner like that, you're not going to generate much power off the head.
No.
I mean, Jack's very good with his head scoop, but he's not going to probably score from there like that.
Yeah. Dom Kane just cut out a through ball that was going straight to Allen. Luckily for Savoy, they have possession. The ball gets put forward by Anthony D'Agostino, but I think AJ did come from an offside position. The keeper has the ball, but the referees just let the play go on. Seeing Para Hills had possession. Again, they move the ball from one side to the other, and then back to the right-hand side again. They like using the right-hand side a lot more than they do the left, that's for sure. Nice little interplay between Humphreys and the right winger. Here's Allen on the ball with a shot, shoots, doesn't really make good connection with it, and it goes just wide. But that was probably Para Hills East's best passage of play. 2 or 3 touches. They do seem to like to use that right-hand side of the ground a lot more.
No goal.
The ball gets played out from the goal kick to Marco Caputo to Daniel Spud. Daniel Spud pushes the ball up the line to AJ, but Brigden is across the cover. AJ puts enough pressure on him that he forces him to kick the ball out for a throw-in.
Yeah.
Marco takes the throw-in to Jack Scoot. Para Hills gain possession. Marco gets a nice touch in to get the ball back to Jack Scoot. Nice little touch to Sam Spud. He's in the box. He's hit it across. Unfortunately, it's gone behind Anthony D'Agostino. But that was another good bit of play by Savoy, and have definitely put Para Hills under pressure there.
Yeah, Sam Spud, nice surging run there, and a 1-2 with Jack Scoot, who played Samuel back in for a shot across the goal. But that's probably what Savoy need more of.
So 15 minutes in, Savoy 0, Para Hills East 0. From the Port Pirie West Oval at the Sporting Complex on Memorial Drive. Ball comes in, it drops a bit short, got to about the 18-yard line. Savoy cleared it through Reece Gillette. Then Dan Spud. Ball was just hoisted forward, and Para Hills got control of it. Now they have it back again, right on the halfway line. So that player is Mayo. Mayo puts the ball out to C. Halliday, who's really caused Savoy some problems on that right-hand side. Para Hills bring the ball right across to Storty, the left back. Again, they look inside. Samuel Spadavecchia uses his body well. Dom Kane comes through and wins the ball, but Para Hills East gain possession back, and again they go back and wide to try and get control. To Halliday again on the right, their favourite attacking option, I think.
They go from left to right pretty well. They use the width of the pitch quite well.
They like ending up on the right a lot, though. Okay, so Para Hills again, probably about halfway between their 18-yard box and the halfway line, just keeping possession of the ball, trying to look for an opening. That ball's just hoisted forward. Tate Brook takes easy control, but then unfortunately gives it straight back to Allen. Allen's on the ball. Nice ball inside, nice layoff to the captain. He tries to push the ball to the left-hand side. Marco Caputo read that ball pretty well, got a foot to it. It's in dispute. Reece Gillette just hoists that ball forward. Brigden gets the ball, but it's come out wide. Dan Spud all by himself on the right-hand side of the ground. He's going to look to cross. No, he gives it to AJ. AJ's right near the touch line, and it was...
I'm sure the Savoy team will be happy to take that.
Yeah. So it's Ben Higginbottom with the free kick. Nice free kick too, straight to the box, right to the penalty spot. The ball's still in play. No one can get anything on it. It's still in there, it's still in the box. Tate Brook goes to get it, and Para Hills will get that for a throw-in. They've cleared it. It's hit Tate Brook's foot, and it'll be a throw-in for Para Hills East. But that ball bounced 2 or 3 times Probably in the Para Hills East 6-yard box, and no one could quite get anything on it from either team, to be honest.
Nicely whipped free kick from Ben Higginbottom.
Yeah,
Sam Spud won the glancing header on, but to no avail.
And they've gone to Halliday. Tate Brook did well there and got the ball back. And again, he's got it back again. To the other Halliday. He's on the ball. Sam Spud puts him under pressure and forces him to kick the ball out. Quite a throw into Savoy.
Quite a physical side, Pirie Hills East.
They are. And,
I think
all right though.
Very good. Yeah, decent side. And Savoy midfield are obviously going to have to try and realise that they're not going to have too much time on the ball. So
I don't think the way it looks, if someone gets a half decent chance and scores, it could be the difference in the game the way it's going now. Cause it doesn't look to be. It's pretty tight in that midfield, especially. There doesn't look to be too many people giving the ball away that well, and then a lot of the passes are under pressure, which causes a turnover. So it's gone out of play for a throw into Pirie Hills East again. A lot of play on that side of the ground. Maybe the wind's got something to do with that, but it seems to be over there a lot. Ball's in the midfield. Samuel Spadavecchia tries to get the ball, but the Pirie Hills East player was there first. Reece Gillette to AJ to Anthony D'Agostino, who did have control of the ball but got checked by the Pirie Hills player. Higginbottom, unfortunately a little bit, just a touch too close to the keeper, and he didn't have too many problems in handling that.
The goalie's not the tallest in the world, but he looks quite sturdy.
He looks like he knows what he's doing though.
Very strong.
He's confident. Okay, Pirie Hills have the ball in the middle of the park. Reece Gillette again gets possession. Dom Kane to Tate Brook, under pressure though. Tate Brook just kicks the ball, and it, luckily for Savoy, falls to Samuel Spud. Samuel Spud to Jack Scoot, couldn't control it. Marco Caputo has the ball at right full back, and he was under pressure, and unfortunately he's put the ball out for a Pirie Hills throw in. They take the throw in quickly.
James Savoy got to start trying to protect the ball a bit more, John. They're just sort of giving it away a little bit too easy. Take a breath when they get the ball. And
I think there might be a bit of perceived pressure there too. I think a couple of times that they haven't really been under pressure, but just seemed to want to get rid of the ball quickly. Which that happens when in a game like this, but I think it's happened to both teams a little bit.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's not. It's fair to say it's not a free-flowing game at the moment, one goal, sort of one of those games where you think one goal could potentially do it.
Yeah. To Marco Caputo, he's looking for someone. He hasn't really got much. AJ offers. AJ's got two on him. Loses possession. The ball did go to Pirie Hills, and luckily Marco Caputo at fullback covered that. Stopped the forward charge, and it's only a throw in right on halfway to Pirie Hills East. Reece Gillette on the ball, cool under pressure as usual. Samuel Spud to Ben Higginbottom. Ben Higginbottom nutmegs his player. Ball gets played back to Marco. Marco to Daniel Spud. Daniel Spud back to Marco. Marco beats his man, gets hurled. Should be a free kick. He's played advantage, I think. Ball stuck in that corner there for a while. It's finally come out. Jack Scoot touches it to AJ. AJ's in the open ground and running. He's looking for Anthony D'Agostino. He's got the ball right near the corner flag. Unfortunately, went first time left foot cross and didn't make very good connection. The ball's gone out for a throw in. Goes to Jack Scoots from the throw-in. Over his head. Pirie Hills header it, but again it's gone out for a throw-in. From in the commentary box, it seems like it's every 5 minutes it's picking up. Another long throw. Keeper comes out, gets a touch on it. Anthony D'Agostino drops to him, but unfortunately couldn't make clean, straight contact. Probably if that ball was on target, that's a goal probably.
Yeah, it was a
great. The keeper had already come out.
Great opportunity there, all stemmed from the Higginbottom throw. Keeper punched straight to D'Agostino on the edge of the 18, sort of a half volley attempt. It was a good effort, but he's.
It was because he was under pressure. There was a defender coming. He had to hit it straight away. Unfortunately, he just didn't make clean contact.
Yeah,
but he was in the right spot, which is the main thing. Ball doesn't come down. It's been hit first time by Anthony D'Agostino, who actually made reasonable contact on that one, but unfortunately just wide of the keeper. He did have the keeper moving pretty quickly, so...
well worth a shot there from D'Agostino.
Yeah,
running onto it, half volley, but just didn't get the connection he wanted, but it was definitely worth a shot.
And the ball goes out for a throw-in to Para Hills. 27 minutes gone. Savoy 0, Para Hills 0.
Sam Spud putting in another physical challenge there.
Throw-in
for a throw-in to Para Hills East.
Yeah. Play on, he's got up, he's still got possession of the ball. Gets a decent crossover too, well cut out by Dom Kane. In their forward half, the corner comes over, the keeper doesn't go for it, but lucky for him, it's hit a Para Hills player and gone straight into his arms. He's quickly got rid of the ball and sent it deep to Scoot. Scoot doesn't get it, but he makes good body movement to get in front of the ball, touches the ball to AJ. AJ's on the edge of the box on the left-hand side, takes his man on, gets a crossover. It's over Scoot's head. Dan Spud's on the edge, the other side of the box. He tries to beat his man, and that is a goal kick, but it should have been a corner.
Really good play there from Scoot and AJ. They worked well together. AJ beat his player on the left side with a lovely cross, actually, and probably missed Scoot's head by
not much,
10 centimetres, but he normally a bit lower, and I think that was 1-0 to Savoy.
That's the thing with Scoot, though. He gets a half decent chance, he'll score.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what he's been doing the last.
He's scored quite a few headed goals this year too, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, he's got 10 in total, so that's a fair effort.
Great season, and his ability for the players to be able to play off him as well.
Just a great target as well.
Yeah,
he's just he's
probably been a while since Savoy have had
an out-and-out striker like that. It's been a long
almost
time.
A headering forward, like can score a goal.
We've had a lot of good forwards, but height has not been their strong suit. Let's put it that way. Whereas Jack's fair size of a lad. Ben Higginbottom gets the ball to Anthony D'Agostino, but under pressure he just had to release the ball, and that's gone in for another throw-in to Para Hills. They're still on the halfway line. D'Agostino puts pressure on. Little chip over. Gillette with the header. Oh, could have been a free kick there to Savoy, but no. Gillette again. What happened there?
I'm not sure.
Gillette got the ball, but I think the ref's given a free kick where it actually could have been a free kick back at the previous play. Ball comes across. It's a deep one. Ben Higginbottom makes great position to get in front of his player to get to the ball first. Drops down to Para Hills though. And been given offside.
An offside call there from the linesman. Jackie's just seen it and called it up.
Push Para Hills all the way back to their keeper. He can't pick it up, obviously, with a back pass. Gets it out to the right full back. Again into the middle to the captain, Humphreys. Reece Gillette's having a fair game. He got another touch on that. Unfortunately, went straight out of play, but he's broken up a lot of plays. The combination of Gillette and Kane at the back has been probably one of the better ones we've had for a long time. So the keepers. There was a little bit of confusion there with Brigden and the keeper. Brigden wanted him to come out. He hesitated and it almost cost him there. The Savoy player nearly got in there and got a touch in. If it was another second, that could have been in all sorts of trouble for
a little bit risky there from Para Hills,
because the ball wasn't travelling to the keeper very far.
No.
But anyhow, they have the ball with Allen. Allen touches it. Marco Caputo has the ball. Savoy with the ball on right under the commentary box. The header from Dan Spud that goes straight out of play. Throw into Para Hills. They look to go deep to their skipper. Goes over his head. Higginbottom headers it twice. Caputo just with a hack out of there to Scoot. Unfortunately, it's over his head. He couldn't get to it. Gillette again with a strong clearing header, but that goes straight to Para Hills. They look inside to their captain. Unfortunately, his foot got stuck in the turf a little bit there, and instead of passing to his player, the ball's just gone out of play. So Humphreys is a decent player in the midfield there. up against Sam Spud.
There's a good battle there. It's quite physical.
Yeah.
And Sam's had a couple of bursts off him, and as Humphrey, so
probably dropped a bit short, which is not ideal. Straight out to Allen, but again, Reece Gillette cut that ball off, and it looked like it could be dangerous. Kane under a lot of pressure. That's a great header, straight to the left full back in Tate Brook, and allows Savoy to clear for the moment. Para Hills won the ball back though, and now they've got it again. But good pressure coming back the other way from Dan Spud has forced Halliday to put the ball out, throw into Caputo. Yeah, he gets it up the side, and it's another throw into Savoy.
Wasn't an ideal free kick from Caputo. Sometimes when you drop it short there, you sort of run the risk of being caught on the counter attack. You're better off overhitting it.
So a series of throw-ins here underneath the commentary box with Marco Caputo. Just again the score 0-0, 36 minutes in. Savoy have the throw-in. Not a great throw, goes straight to the Para Hills player, to Allen. Allen on the ball now, gets past two, gets past Gillette as well. Dom Kane's there. Tate Brook is very quick and has got in front of him. Has done very well there, Tate Brook. That was great covering. Number 5 himself, Allen, is no slouch either.
No, he's got some toe. He's got some toe. Allen, he had that 5 to beat there, and
he did. He got past 3 of them.
Yeah,
he only had one more.
One more to beat,
and he would have a shot on goal. Yeah, that was. You can see why he's dangerous from that. You can see how he scores goals.
Yeah, he's got an explosive turn of speed.
Get it wide. They've switched the play, Savoy, to the right-hand side to Marco Caputo. He takes a touch, gives it to Dan Spud, looks to get it back. Dan Spud looks up, hasn't got much to go. Actually, all he saw were 4 red shirts, so
he didn't have many options there.
No,
I think he took the right one. He just had a heavy touch.
But when he looked, there was actually no one to give it to. So, okay, Savoy with the free kick on halfway into the 18-yard box. Jack Scoop going back with it, but doesn't get the header. Para Hills trying to run the ball out of their defence. Pressure from Higginbottom. Pushes on the Para Hills player, who falls over and receives a free kick. Yep, 38 minutes in. Savoy 0. Para Hills East 0. Ball goes forward. Here's a chance for Para Hills.
Wow.
That was, let's say that was a 50-50 ball between the keeper and Allen, and lucky the keeper got there first and punched it away.
That was quite
because then he cleaned up the player. I think Halliday is not happy that the fact that they didn't get a free kick either, and he's just received a yellow card for dissent. All right, throw into Para Hills East. Halliday again, after just receiving a yellow card. He's on the ball. AJ's got him under pressure. He gets the ball across to Storty at the left full back. He goes forward to Allen. Allen turns, looks to get. That's a nice ball inside. A little bit. No, that was Allen. He looked to go to his partner, but just overhit it and went straight to the keeper. The keeper's thrown the ball out to Marco Caputo. He looks to go up to that right-hand side, and he's given a free kick away. He gave the ball away.
He's been booked for that challenge,
and probably fair enough too. He seen he was beaten, so he tried to play at the ball and just took the player's legs.
I think a little bit of it was the frustration of turning the ball over as well.
It's a decent cross. The keeper's come for it, and that's good hands and good judgment. Nathan Brook has the ball in his hands. Has a bounce, looking for a decent kick, and that is a decent kick. That's gone a long way, and that's gone over the top. There's 2 Savoy players there. Dan Spud has it, chips it over.
Goal!
Jack Luna scored a goal. Brilliant goal. That's come from the keeper. That's a kick that landed probably 20 yards past the halfway line. Bounce had the, as we know, when the ball bounces in defence, it causes all sorts of trouble. So hopefully his parents are listening in Adelaide, and they'll be happy that their lad scored again. To take his tally to 11. But that was great play, especially the kick from Nathan Brook. And I think that the wind had a bit to do with that, because, as we said before, that wind has picked up, and that ball, Corey, that ball's gone. That ball's gone 20 metres past the halfway line from a kick.
I think it's fair to say the wind had a lot to do with that, John. But that's you've still got to put them away and make the play. So
42 minutes gone. Savoy 1, Para Hills East 0. And as we said before, it's the sort of game looks like something, a little break here or there could be dangerous, and that's exactly what it was. It really didn't look like it was going to be anything until the ball bounced. Para Hills have the ball. Shot on goal. Blocked by Savoy. They're up the 18-yard line. Halliday has the ball. Another shot. Blocked again by Gillette, who turned his back, and it's hit him straight in the back. Para Hills still maintaining possession. They're putting a lot of pressure on here, Savoy, after they've just scored. Humphreys with the ball. He looks inside. Again to Halliday. Halliday's got one man to beat. He's got two. He can't beat both of them. The ball's turned over. AJ's running at players here. He's at the halfway line. Savoy looks to stream ahead. He's been covered by two. Now he's laid the ball off to the right-hand side. Marco Caputo has the ball, and it's a throw into Savoy just near the halfway line.
So a surging run there from AJ, but I think he done the right thing in retreating. He probably
did.
There wasn't much further.
Ball just hoiked forward there. Sam Spud tried to get his head on it, didn't, but got possession on the ground. Ben Higginbottom with nice control gets the ball out to the left-hand side to Anthony D'Agostino. He controls it, but unfortunately he couldn't get to it before it actually ran out of play for a throw-in to Para Hills East. They have the ball. Their full back looks to go direct. Reece Gillette looks to have that covered. Actually chests it down. Plays the ball to Samuel Spadavecchia. He chests it down. Plays the ball to Marco Caputo. He plays the ball on the ground to AJ. To Dan Spud on the right-hand side. Another decent cross from Dan Spud. Jack Scoot and the defender go 50-50. The defender got it. Dan Spud's won it back. AJ takes too long. Okay, the corner's coming over. It's right to the 6-yard box. Oh, that was almost an own goal.
That was.
Oh, wow.
Para Hills play, was it?
Yeah, it's definitely another corner.
Yeah.
The ball gets thrown out. Ben Higginbottom covers Halliday. Covers him well. That's a good ball forward. But lucky for Savoy, Dom Kane's there. Chips the ball out, puts it in the air, gives his players enough time to get back, which was pretty smart. They've got to retrieve the ball, or the ball's got to come from the other side. So
just moving into stoppage time of the first half.
We're right on 45 minutes.
45 gone.
Whatever the referee will add on for extra time is what's left in this half. Para Hills cut the ball out straight away to Halliday again. Vrasnik has it. He goes to Humphreys. Humphreys goes wide to the right full back, but that is half-time.
Half-time whistle's been blown.
Port Pirie West Oval, and see Savoy through a Jack Scoot headed goal from a Dan Spud cross. Take a 1-0 lead into half-time. And we'll have a short break, Graham, and we'll be back in 5 minutes, so stay tuned, and we'll hope you're enjoying Trax FM's coverage of this South Australian Amateur Soccer League game between Savoy and Para Hills East. And we're off for the second half. Dom Kane pushes the ball out to Marco Caputo. Samuel Spadavecchia on the right-hand side. Loses control of the ball. Para Hills get the ball back. They surge forward. Savoy get back in numbers pretty well then. They shuffled across very well and forced Para Hills to go back to their right full back. Again, they look for Allen, who seems to be their main target up front. The ball's in dispute. D'Agostino and Para Hills player go for it. D'Agostino gets the ball. AJ just hoiks it forward. Brigden at the back for Para Hills plays it back to the keeper, who plays it out to their left full back, and again they go to the left wing. Marco covers that ball well, Marco Caputo, and the ball's gone out for a throw in. So lovely day here today in Port Pirie. That wind seems to have dropped a little bit.
I was about to say that, John. I think it's died down a little bit
from what we were saying towards the end of the first half. Savoy with a quick ball forward. The Para Hills player went to shield his eyes and the ball hit his arm, so it's a free kick to Savoy. Played quickly but turned over straight away. Humphreys got the ball back. He's come out to Halliday on the right-hand side, who's nice little step over turn to beat two players, but the ball Allen couldn't control, and Tate Brook
very hard to work out which way Jackie's blowing on the...
it is. He doesn't
raise his hand to point to the direction of the free kick, so it sort of walks over there. But
Tate Brook to Anthony D'Agostino, keeps the ball in play, but unfortunately can just get the ball forward, goes straight to the Para Hills keeper. Para Hills playing with the ball to their back line, back to the keeper. Now they're looking to swap sides. That's covered. So the keeper's going to look to go long, I would say, here to the middle of the ground. Daniel Spadovecchia puts pressure on, and Dom Kane's there with a relieving header. Good header, actually, straight to AJ. AJ overcooked the pass to Daniel Spadovecchia, and the ball's gone out for a throw-in. Can't pick it up, so he plays a long ball out to the halfway line to Halliday. Steps over the ball, couldn't control it, and that ball's gone out for a throw-in to Savoy right under the commentary box.
I think Gillette and Kane will have a lot of headering to do in this half with the goalkeeper's longer kicks. I think the ball's going to carry a fair bit. So
nice throw in. Jack Scoot uses his body well. Nice touch off to AJ. Unfortunately, he couldn't control the ball, but that was very well done by Jack Scoot to control that. That's a bad back pass. Goes straight to Scoot. He had more time than he thought.
Golden opportunity there.
Oh, wow.
That was a Christmas present given to him from the Para Hills East defender.
If only he had just stopped and controlled and looked up. He only had the keeper to beat, but...
Probably could have taken possession and headed the goal, really, with a dribble. But he sort of tried the old first-time chip, but...
Yeah, it wasn't that far off.
Oh, no, it was a good effort.
It was on target. It was a goal, but... Dom Kane with the free kick. Gets it to about the 18-yard box. The ball's come out to Ben Higginbottom. Under pressure, he's just got the ball up. It's all Para Hills there. 3 of them. Ball comes down here. Tate Brook just easily lays back. I thought that was a Savoy throw, but no, it's a Para Hills East throw from the relieving kick from Tate Brook.
Yeah, I think that when you're playing against a physical opponent like Sam Spud, it forces you to use your body and your arms. Otherwise, you're not going to get a possession all day. So it's it brings on a bit of physicality between each other, but it's good.
And it forces you to sometimes when you don't want to.
Protecting the ball also, John, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, some opponents let you play, some shut you down quick, and these Para Hills guys are shutting the players down very quick.
Para Hills again to Allen. Look for him all the time from Humphreys to Vlasnik that's Humphreys there. Humphreys then goes wide to Storty, the left full back. He pushes it wide again, but unfortunately for Para Hills East, that contact was not great, and that's gone out for a throw-in to Marco Caputo.
It's fair to say that Humphreys is the playmaker of Para Hills East. He's involved in majority of the play, and but he's having a good tussle with Samuel Spud, so it's good for both sides.
He's right in the middle. He's the captain. Everything seems to go through him. He's a good player too. Again, a lot of balls are going high in the air and they're drifting out of play for throw-ins, and that's a throw-in from Para Hills. It's gone straight to Savoy to Scoot. A layoff to AJ. Anthony D'Agostino's making a run forward, tries to beat his man, but was well stopped there. That would have been a one-on-one into goal. Well stopped by the Para Hills fullback. Halliday has the ball to Allen, to Humphreys. Samuel Spud, there's that challenge from the 2 of them again. They're both at it, and it's a fair challenge and a fair tussle, and it's a good tussle. Para Hills worked hard to again turn the ball back in their favour. Vlasnik again. They come out wide to Halliday. Halliday to Humphreys. Humphreys is looking inside. Savoy are forcing him backwards, and he's got to go all the way back to Brigden. Brigden to Halliday again. They're just looking to maintain possession here, Para Hills. Savoy seem to be pushing up. The pressure's starting to mount, but they're confident on the ball, and they've got out of that fairly well. Now they've got it to the left full back, who's overhit it, and Dan Spud has got to him, hit it straight into him, went to Dom Kane. The ball's just come loose. The ref had his whistle to his mouth, but then stopped. Jack Scoots on the ball. Gets the ball over to Anthony D'Agostino, but it was well cut out by Halliday. He's doing a mighty job in the middle there for Para Hills East. Himself and Humphreys. Allen on the ball again. A beautiful cross, but unfortunately just overcooked it. And the keeper's got it in his hand. He was looking for Vaznik, and it wasn't too far off either. Brooke with another long kick, this time into the wind, has held up a bit. Daniel Spadavecchia trying to knock that ball on. Unfortunately, it's gone out of play.
The previous piece of play from Savoy was a lot better.
Yeah.
You know, the common denominator of Jack Scoot holding the ball, releasing back to AJ, and then AJ playing it wide.
Savoy with a 1-0 lead. Jack Scoot on the ball, plays it to AJ. Overlapping run from Anthony D'Agostino. He takes his player on, goes inside, has a shot. Oh, it's well stopped by Brigden at the back. That shot was definitely on target. Would have had the keeper under some pressure. Savoy again trying to look to go forward. Ball gets turned over in the middle from AJ, and that's a free kick. No, well, that should have been a free kick against Savoy, but he's called play on. Jack Scoot has the ball at his feet. He goes wide to Dan Spud. Dan Spud gets a low crossover, but unfortunately for Savoy, the ball just went straight through two sets of players' feet and to the keeper. He's thrown the ball out with an early release.
Para Hills would be filthy, that free kick that paid in the middle of the park.
That was definitely a free kick.
Very blatant, and Jackie's...
he's let it go.
Missed that one.
Reece Gillette on the ball. Again, just hoiks the ball forward. But Jack Scoot, in challenging, has come from an offside position. And it'll be a free kick for Para Hills East, who are going to make a substitution.
Double sub.
Wow, they're bringing number 12, Halliday, who's been doing a mountain of work on this right-hand side and causing a lot of trouble, and they've taken him off. Well,
must have some talent coming on.
Yeah, possibly. So coming on, we haven't got the numbers of these players that are coming on, unfortunately. But one is going straight to centre forward, and the other one is a straight swap for...
Storty and...
Storty's already on. Oh, they come off. Storty and Halliday. We haven't got and C. Halliday have come off.
You'd think if you're wearing number 10, John, you'd be a half-decent player, wouldn't you?
Well, you'd think so. You used to wear it, Corey, and you were a great player. so say no more. And the other player to come on is Smith. So we've got his details here. Smith. He's gone. He looks like he's gone straight to centre forward. Throw in AJ. Throw in direct to the box. AJ tried a half scissor kick, but didn't make great contact and went straight to the keeper. Para Hills keeper relieves the ball, but there's no one there. Goes straight to Tate Brook, who turns it over, but gets it back. And again turned over in the midfield. It's been happening a lot today where these balls in the midfield, because players are under pressure, they're not making direct contact. I think number 10 did play B grade. Willington. Para Hills get the ball to the left-hand side. I think Para Hills have pushed another man forward, whereas before they looked like they were playing with one up front. I think what they've done now is they've brought on Smith, and they've put him straight to centre forward. Jack Scoot gets the ball and puts a lovely ball through to Anthony D'Agostino. He's one-on-one with the keeper, and he's scored! That's a great goal. He's hit it early. I think he caught the keeper by surprise, because he just let go a left foot shot right on the edge of the 18-yard box. And I think he's actually caught the keeper. I didn't think he was going to shoot that early, but it was a great shot. It went right, didn't go right in the corner, but it's a great goal for Savoy.
Left-footed strike too from D'Agostino. That's not his preferred foot. So
it's not.
Lovely finish.
And I think he's caught everyone by surprise there, because it looked like he was going to keep running at the keeper. As the keeper was coming out, he's just hit it. And
fantastic ball from Scoot there.
It was a great ball from Jack Scoot.
D'Agostino did not have to break stride. No. One touch, and like you said, the keeper was sort of in a little bit of that, but he sort of took the shot on early to great avail.
And he will again kick it straight to the centre of the ground, where Spadavecchia and Humphreys again clash fairly, and been a great competition between them two. The ball's still in dispute here in the middle, but here we go. Humphreys has got it, and he looks to play forward, but Dom Kane again intercepts to Dan Spud. A beautiful little touch to his brother Samuel. Another first time to AJ. Another first time touch to Samuel Spud. He takes another touch, gets a deep crossover to Scoot. Headers it, goal! That's a great goal from Savoy. The ball was 3-4-1 touches. Sam Spud took a touch, a beautiful cross onto the 6-yard box, probably just inside the penalty spot, and Jack Scoot with a trademark header into the corner, left the keeper with absolutely no chance whatsoever, and that is the goal of the day by an absolute mile. Yeah, that was a great goal.
Definitely the best piece of play of the day.
Parry Hills have a corner. Ball comes over, 6-yard box. Keeper comes out, gets a fist on it, and doesn't clear it. Anthony D'Agostino gets his foot to the ball and does clear it though. A great 5 minutes there for Savoy with 2 goals. The second goal being absolutely superb to watch. 1-touch, 2-touch football. Great to watch.
So they've opened up the game 15 minutes into the second half. It's quite a good lead, 3-0.
Oh no. AJ's tried to clear the ball. It's gone straight back into the 6-yard box. Ball's come loose. Oh, and lucky for Savoy. There was a lot of confusion in that 6-yard box. AJ tried to clear it over his head. Instead of kicking it towards the Savoy goal, he's kicked it straight into the 18-yard box of his own keeper.
I think if Savoy did hold their shape for the next 10 or 15 minutes, it's going to be extremely hard for Parry Hills to get back into this game. But if they concede one in the next, 5 minutes, it sort of props them up a little bit. So,
Parry Hills are good enough to score.
Oh, they can score
about that. It's and you think, coming into the last end of the Parry Hills are going to take chances. They're going to, for sure, which is going to put the Savoy defence under pressure. As they are now, they've got the ball. That's Halliday again. Ball fell to his feet. He had a shot, but it was well wide.
I just think Savoy could probably be a little bit more mindful now with having to attack as much.
Well, could Savoy even think about dropping a midfielder a bit more defensive in front of Gillette and
I don't think there's been too many troubles there. The midfield is generally holding their own players.
Yeah, so the midfield balance been good.
It's working quite well, so I'd almost be inclined to leave it as is.
Hit the scoreboard and try and put some pressure back on Savoy, who at the moment lead 3-0. Parry Hills with the ball. That's dropped short. D'Agostino's cut it out. AJ gets to it. He's there with Willington. Willington gets the ball. The ball gets blocked again by Humphreys. Tate Brook just gets it out of his defensive area to clear his lines, and it's a throw-in for Parry Hills.
Looks like Parry Hills have decided they're just going to throw caution to the win, I think, and go for that goal.
They have. I think they've pushed another man forward. Every time the ball goes forward, they're just throwing players forward.
So it may be an opportunity for Savoy to catch them on the break for the fourth, and that would surely be the end of it.
That was a free kick. That forward play there for Parry Hill was a free kick. Just over halfway, looking to increase their lead. Tate Brook with a wide ball. Probably not the greatest free kick you've ever seen, but I think the wind again had a bit of play with that. Parry Hills with the ball. Smith has it. He looks wide. They're pushing players forward here. They've definitely got a strategy that when they get the ball, they're just going to go for it. Which really, we're at the 21-minute mark, but unfortunately, because they're under pressure, they're prone to make a mistake, which they did there, and just put the ball out of play.
Well, I'm sure they're taking the chain of thought of, we might as well lose 5-0 as opposed to 3, so we're going to go for it.
Marco Caputo, haven't called his name much. The play's been on this side. He's got to throw in there at full back. AJ has the ball on the right wing, hard up against the line. Looks inside, looks to get a crossover. I thought that could have been a free kick for handball then. That float more players into the box there to try and... It's gone straight. Scoots on it. He's missed it. D'Agostino gets onto it, but no. It's a free kick. Free kick against
or D'Agostino on the push.
Yeah, I think it might have been against D'Agostino, I reckon. But yeah, Anthony D'Agostino's having a fair game today. He's done well.
He's been quite good on that.
Yeah.
Left side. Offside against AJ.
That was not offside.
Well, I'm sure the linesman may be in a little bit better position than us, John, to make that comment, but...
well, in my opinion, it wasn't offside. But
a non-biased opinion.
Yeah. Well, I did state that early in the call, but anyhow, Para Hills East have the ball. They look to go forward. Allen's got the ball at his feet. Two defenders go to him. They know the danger that he can cause. Humphreys has the ball in midfield. Goes wide, but his full back was not ready for that ball at all. It was flat-footed and the ball's gone out for a throw-in. And because the midfield's been so tight and the balls coming in really to both ends haven't been great. Dom Kane again with a clearing header to Ben Higginbottom, to Samuel Spadavecchia. Plays it back to Higginbottom, to Daniel Spadavecchia. Savoy again on that right-hand side. A crossing quickly from Spadavecchia has forced Para Hills to cover Scoot and get the ball out for, dare I say, another Higginbottom long throw. A bit of a mix-it-up would be good, but no, they're going to the well again. Scoot gets the header. And it's just missed. D'Agostino's kept the ball in play. AJ's got the ball. Scoot got the header and beat the keeper, but it just didn't have enough power on it. Just went across the goal. AJ's turned the ball over. Smith has it in the middle of the field to Halliday. Halliday tries to beat Higginbottom but can't. That's not offside. No way. Higginbottom give a free kick, but the refs called advantage. Humphreys tried to put his player through, covered by Tate Brook. And again, Higginbottom works hard and covers his player, and it's a throw into Savoy.
They're pretty ferocious challenge there in the midfield there with Ben Higginbottom. And
it was a bit stiff though, really. Like, there wasn't much advantage. I think he would have been better off to give Para Hills a free kick there.
He's paid advantage.
He did, there wasn't much advantage. But anyhow, I'm not the referee.
Fatigue could be getting into Jackie.
Yeah, could be. He's done 2 games, so yeah. But luckily for Para Hills, it's gone straight to their player. Scoot gets it back. He's got AJ in the middle of the park. AJ goes wide to Dan Spud, who's been having a good game out there. And just Danson past his player, has a shot, draws a good save from the keeper. If the keeper had fumbled that, Jack Scoot would have just snapped that up. But again, the 2 wide players for Savoy, who are not really known to be their actual positions in D'Agostino and Daniel Spadavecchia.
Good piece of play there from Daniel Spud. He faked the. He was waiting for the player to do the old run around for the cross, but he not faked it inside and created an opportunity for himself, which is actually very well played.
Those 2 really have probably been the difference. You know, they've opened them up on the wings, whereas Para Hills haven't been able to do that to Savoy as much, and you know, most of the goals have come from those 2 wide players looking to cross it over right on the 18-yard box. Cannons into his own player. Ball drops to AJ. Jack Scoot has the ball, but no one to give it to. I think some Savoy players look to be tiring. I wouldn't be surprised if the coach is looking to bring some fresh legs on. Stopping play here. Everyone can catch their breath.
There's no rush from Tate Brook to take the throw in, is there? I suppose when you're 3-0 up with 15 minutes to go, you can do that.
Tate Brook's got a fair throw on him too. That goes over Jack Scoot's head though, and the first time ball goes straight through to Allen, who's the danger man for Para Hills East. He tries to take on Marco Caputo, but well double teamed by Daniel Spadavecchia, who won the ball back. Jack Scoot gets in and beats him. The keeper's off his line very well to cover for Para Hills East and clears the ball. Reece Gillette wins the ball in the air. To Ben Higginbottom, to Marco Caputo. Dan Spud tries to get the ball wide, but unfortunately the ball cannons to Marco, to Allen. Allen crosses the ball over. Vlasnik gets the ball. Dom Kane makes great position and forces him to grab him around the neck. Dom Kane draws a free kick.
I think that would have been a free kick in AFL, that one, John. He grabbed Dom Kane around the neck as he was challenging for the ball, so very easy decision, that one, for Jackie.
Yes. Jackie's had a fair game.
Yeah, I think early in the piece he wasn't... some of his decisions were a bit hard to tell which way they're actually going, but
he wasn't very decisive in putting his hand up, was he?
No, and that's the only way you can tell which way the free kicks are going, when they raise their hand. But
that's right.
He's got a bit better, yes.
So again, 28-minute mark of the second half between Savoy and Para Hills East. See Savoy with a commanding 3-0 lead, but Para Hills by no means look out of this game. They keep pushing forward. They're a confident side, and they're looking just to get one back, I reckon, just to try and break momentum. If I had to guess, even though he's had a great game, I would guess that they would be bringing Anthony D'Agostino off. And Para Hills are through here. He's going to goal. Reece Gillette is covering him. The ball goes through to Smith. Smith takes the touch, looks to shoot.
Penalty.
And it's a penalty.
Yeah, that was pretty blatant, that penalty.
Tate Brook went to grab out, but he's actually got Smith just as he was about to shoot. And it's a penalty for Para Hills. And it looks like
Skipper,
the captain, was going to take it in Humphreys.
Jackie's all over it.
Humphreys is still waiting for Jackie to blow his whistle, which he does now. Steps up and scores. Put the keeper the wrong way. So at the 31-minute mark, with 14 minutes to go, this game, in my opinion, is by far from over. Savoy 3, Para Hills East 1. Ball's gone through to AJ. He's over the ball. He's on the 18-yard line. He goes left. He's got a player covering him. The ball came from Jack Scoot originally. AJ tries to cross the ball, goes straight to Para Hills. Para Hills are now on the charge. They get the ball wide to Allen. Allen's on the ball. His touch was not very good at all to Humphreys. To Halliday. Halliday loses the ball to Samuel Spud. This game is up and down, one end to the other. Samuel Spud to the left, to AJ, controls it, looks at the keeper, goes across, ball smothered. The corner comes over, it goes deep. Jack Scoot gets a header on it. Unfortunately, he's given away a free kick as well. He had his hand on the shoulder and given a free kick. Para Hills again surge forward. Great header from Marco Caputo there. Allen has it in the midfield. Goes wide to Vlasnik. He looks up. Para Hills have just thrown players forward at will here, and they've got through again. This time, Dom Kane has covered it, and so has the keeper, and the ball goes out. But just in that bit of play there, Para Hills had 5 players along their 18-yard line. So, again, we were right, Corey.
You were right, John.
Anthony D'Agostino to come off, and Patrick Cummings to come on. The 16-year-old's come on, who's...
It's like Dan Spud's coming out to the left.
Yeah. And I reckon AJ's...
Paddy Cummings to the right.
Yeah, right midfield. I think Savoy are playing 2 up front now. I reckon they might be, because AJ looks to be going deeper.
I think sometimes he just tends to float that way, though, John, about.
Para Hills have the ball with deep crossover to the keeper. Should handle that no problem, and does. Nathan Brook has the ball in his hand. So,
35-minute mark.
Game on. 3-1, Savoy up. Another goal in this game to Para Hills would see this game open right up. I mean, it's already open now. It's been like this from the start. Savoy were lucky enough to get a 3-goal lead, but Para Hills have pegged one back through that penalty from their skipper. Again, Para Hills surge forward. A header from Tate Brook, who was tunnelled, and the ball did go out, but it's a free kick to Savoy. 10 minutes to go. Savoy 3, Para Hills 1. Another sub. Savoy with the clearing goal kick. Free kick, I mean. Sam Spud headers the ball forward to AJ. He overruns the ball. The ball's in midfield. The player that's just come on gets a nice touch back to Halliday. Halliday goes wide to cut off by Cummings. He's pressured off of the ball. Para Hills have it in the middle to their skipper in Humphreys. Humphreys beats 2, beats 3. He's into the box, tips it across, and that's a goal for Para Hills.
That's a lovely goal.
He's beat 3 players, got the ball across. It comes to the right-hand side, and it's Allen who scored.
Humphries has taken that ball to the edge of the circle, made a surging run past quite a few Savoy players, and a lovely cutback across the goals for a tap into the striker running in, but
Para Hills have got their tails up.
That's what happens. That's exactly what happens. They score one and they think, well, we don't care if we lose 5-0.
That's right.
5-1, we're going.
Savoy 3, Para Hills East 2. 9 minutes to go. Pressure on from both sides. They're both going for it. Brook with the free kick. That's held up in the air, and Para Hills should have cleared it, but the ball's gone to Cummings, to AJ. Not a great pass to AJ, but he gets it under control. Takes his man on, looks to get a crossover, and has drawn a corner. The corner from AJ, who just chips it over way too short. Easily cleared by Para Hills, but overrun by their keeper, but then gets it back from Higginbottom. He plays it inside. The ball's come across, and that's well covered by Dan Spud. His brother Samuel gets the header. Cummings gets a small touch. Couldn't really do much else. Brigden at the back to Halliday. Halliday to... not sure who that is.
That's Mayo. Ryan Mayo, number 22.
Yep. Smith has the ball. Can't control it off of his chest. It's in dispute. The ball's going from one team to the other. Marco Caputo gets the ball. Very, very strong challenge. Allen gets it back, though, to Humphries. Humphries overruns it. Daniel Spadavecchia just gets the ball out of the area but goes straight to Para Hills. To Allen. He's wide on the right-hand side. Tate Brook gets to him. Reece Gillette gets the ball. Scoot controls the ball. Back to Dan Spud. Very well shielded by Jack Scoot there. Dan Spud has nowhere to go. Puts the ball forward. Savoy are defending, and they're defending deeply too.
Yeah, good play there from Sam Spud. Knew the hit was coming.
Does that very well,
and gives Savoy a bit of a 40 chance to breathe.
40-minute mark. Savoy 3, Para Hills East 2. What's turned out to be a great game. It's been, to be honest, it's been an even game all day. Savoy just happened to score 3 first, and now Para Hills have hit back with 2 of their own. The keeper's taking the free kick from the halfway line, and Reece Gillette gets a touch on that to Allen. But Tate Brook gets to him and gets the ball out for a throw-in. It's a decent throw too. Gillette gets ahead to it. AJ clears it, but it's all Para Hills. Scoot puts good pressure on. Humphries on the ball. AJ, he gets past AJ. He tries to get past another one, lays it back to Allen. Allen goes inside, but there's no one there. Samuel Spud just kicks the ball under no pressure and straight back to Para Hills. But that's what's happened in this game. It's perceived pressure. Everyone thinks they've got no time on the ball. Smith has got time on the ball. Looks to get it wide to Allen. He looks to beat Dan Spud, who covers him fairly well. He's still got the ball at his feet. Gets a decent cross. Hits Dan Spud in the back. Higginbottom, left foot. Tries to clear. Doesn't. Goes again. Hits the ground. Tate Brook comes in, smashes it into 2 Para Hills players, and that's gone out for a goal kick. Okay, Nathan Brook with the goal kick. Goes wide. Jack Scoot, good ball feet control. To Dan Spud, not great from Ben Higginbottom. The ball's gone out of play. Throw in Para Hills. To Allen. Allen goes inside. Ben Higginbottom, just a relieving kick, which AJ is going to run onto and go one-on-one with the keeper. The Para Hills bloke can't go with him. AJ goes past the keeper. He sticks it in, hits the post, and it's gone in for Jack Scoot.
Hat-trick.
Jack Scoot with a hat-trick. AJ got past the keeper, beat the keeper, looked like it was going to be a goal, hit the post, rebounded out. The 2 defenders couldn't get to it. Jack Scoot just got his left foot to it, and he scored the number on his back because that's his 13th goal for the season. Wow. Jack Scoot. That's in 7 games. Unbelievable. What a great recruit he's been, Jack Scoot.
Got a little bit lucky there. Got a little bit lucky there, but you have to be in the spot. But
Jack Scoot's got more goals this year than our leading goal scorers have got in a full season in 7 games. He's been a great acquisition himself. The 3 Spadavecchia brothers. It's that probably game right there, 4-1 to Savoy. But wow, that was a great bit of play. Once Savoy scored, then all hell broke loose, and then now that Para Hills have scored 2, obviously that's opened the game up, and that's exactly what happened there for Savoy to score their 4th. Para Hills were throwing men forward. The ball just got cleared and just was able for Savoy player to run onto it. Now that Para Hills have scored two, obviously that's opened the game up, and that's exactly what happened there for Savoy to score their fourth. Para Hills were throwing men forward. The ball just got cleared and just was able for Savoy player to run onto it.
Yeah, you always run that risk, don't you, when you're throwing the kitchen sink at the other team?
Humphreys again. Like, that should have been a free kick to Humphreys.
He hasn't paid that free.
Like, surely.
You think so?
But he's not even complaining, but I suppose because the game over. A couple of minutes to go. Nathan Brooks got the ball in his hands.
46 minutes gone, John?
45, yeah. But I reckon there'd have to be 3 minutes. Extra time, surely. Okay, that's gone.
But I think
you're right. AJ is back on the ground.
Marco definitely needed that goal, Savoy, because they were under the pump.
They definitely were under the pump. And to Para Hill's credit, they just don't stop, regardless of the score. That's a great through ball, and the keeper's come out, and luckily Marco Caputo's there to cover it. I'm thinking that could have nearly been offside, but hey, who am I to? Well,
you criticise one line, then you have to take that one with you.
Okay, a corner for Para Hills. It's the captain's doing everything. Now he's taking corners. That's a decent corner too. Keeper's up, gets an arm to it. Just clears it. It's actually a free kick on the keeper.
I think he's driving the bus home too, John.
I think he's taking orders for tea as well.
Don't say contest, Vicky!
Nathan Brooks looks to have...
Bad word!
Copped a fair whack on that.
Copped the whack in the process of the clearance.
He got his left hand to it and cleared it.
Looks like
and Corey Nostradamus has just picked it. Jackie's just blown the whistle full time. We've just seen a great game here at Port Pirie West Oval, Port Pirie, with Savoy 4, Para Hills East 2. I'd just like to thank Corey for today, Corey.
Thanks, John. Pleasure to be alongside someone like yourself.
And also like to thank Graham and everyone at Trax FM for again supporting the Savoy Soccer Club and just trying to bring coverage to people who can't get to the game. We've got a lot of supporters in Adelaide who will hopefully listen to today, and hopefully we've done all right and brought you a decent coverage of the game. Just again, the scoreline: Savoy 4. Para Hills East 2, which was a great game, and that should see Savoy progress to the next round at the very least. So, once again, thanks everyone, and we'll see you next Saturday for the next game. Thank you.
Thank you.